Aqui é Home Office 5521. Today is day 18 September 2021. City Surf Rio 5522. Beach Office. We'll make our movement today quite simple, quite clear, considering the Sun Coast project. And we will move from the place that we stopped. Considering the integrated thing as a fail, of course that sometimes this activity has any kind of association or useful hand from the capital city Rio. We could have in the very first moment, we will have this review, then maybe we have a second presentation at the board, which was the distribution at this area. It's quite simple to understand. We will have this review and then we will attack the board. It's like this. I have three main cities at the Sun Coast, and we have a distribution of the Rio de Janeiro as the Sun Coast this side, the Green Coast this side, the mountain and the hills this side, the capital city in the center. As analogical thing as physiological, we have the logistic system, and we have a problem as cargo robbery and illicit storage of things, of money. To both the same pattern as illicit thing, which you got by a illicit pathway and it has a illicit storage. In the same way, we have the immaterial aggression, which suffers a lot of things by fake products and a lot of things. Of course, that if we consider this pattern as information, maybe we will have illicit trails of information and illicit storage of information, sometimes legal. When you do clandestine procedures from the public department to steal data and a lot of things, which is indeed the cause and the causal relation at the financial paper to charge you and put you on jail. This is for real, my friend. Then we observe that our cities, for instance, city S, city A, city B, and we have districts and in this area. We had the pattern as flow and reversal flow at two levels, because sometimes we will have the interference. For instance, the level 1, the users as micro agents, a person, individuals in general. And we have another level as institutions, which implies a lot of persons or a group that will transfer this information. We have two levels, and the unique thing as storage, which can be analogical storage as a data bank or something like this, or the cloud. And we are not considering the migration of modified data, because this procedure we will check at the board very soon. It's all about quantum research. It means that we have a company that have a big computer named something key, and it's in general used for graphics, like a data show, but very exclusively, I would say. And we suggested to use this to research things, sometimes supporting the inference that the judicial power in America goes by this, and for sure it will help. Then we observe that the connection between the Asians and the World Wide Web in general, we use the American Telegraph and Telephone Instruments, the AT&T is the main provider. And we have the IBM with kind of nowadays a full service company, or something very close to this. In the same way, we have the Microsoft as a full service company. and we have at least 2 instruments like the Windows and the Microsoft that helps a lot. And we have the unices that indeed can observe all these, set a governance, and integrate things by circumstance, considering the needs in each one of those local interests to have the development. And you, as Big Tech USA, will do this observing the American Constitution, of course, indeed the preamble, and the Brazilian Constitution, Article 1, Item 4, and Article 29 in general, considering your legitimacy to do this by the Article 4, Item 9, combined with 144, supplying the gap as institutional gap, which is a consequence of the kind of variables inside the Brazilian institutions, unable to do the development according with the Article 2, Article 3, and the premise as distribution of national wealth at the budget. I think that's 164 of our Constitution. This is the idea. We will have this interconnection and the connection between agents, the interconnection between institutions, and the storage of all these give me the business intelligence and artificial intelligence that will supply this process by a governance or something like this as pattern of police and security. Bring this and goes to the international area, little by little, as a standard pattern of business, of security, and of course of gains by law. We will finish this part here and then we will move to the board. Have a nice weekend.